Well, it's prime fall festival time again. That's what the season is all about, right? Have you ever been to the Apple Butter Festival in White Bluff? Well, it's coming up October 2nd, and here's Teresa Bush to give you a taste of what it's all about.
But it's looking really good today. I'm hoping that we'll be able to can sooner than 5 o'clock today.
Dot Buttry is called the High Sheriff around these parts, especially on the day members of the Crossroads Church in White Bluff cook and can apple butter.
This is cooking down very well today.
They've been doing this since the early 90s. The idea came from their pastor at the time. He'd made the sweet stuff all his life. So when the members wanted to add on to their church, he suggested they sell apple butter to pay for it.
We didn't know what to think, but we was always ready to whatever anybody would want to try, you know, because, of course, the women of the church has always worked, and we made dinners and quilted and just everything that we could do for fundraisers, you know, we would try for 50 years at White Bluff. And we just thought, well, we'll try it.
The process begins weeks in advance. The first task is to find 80 bushels of apples. A few days before the festival, members gather to peel, cut, and grind the apples. Then on the big day, they're cooked over a wood fire. And Dot says one of the keys to making good apple butter is how you stir it.
You see, they stir all day long. We have a lot of good stirrers, and people come by and stir some. They had to be trained, and they can only stir maybe 15, 20 minutes or whatever, and then they get tired and somebody else to take over. But you have to go around it, and then in the middle twice, I believe is what it is, and then they just stand and used to, sometimes it's 2 stirring, but most of now they just do 1. After we think we've done as much as we can, we start adding sugar, and we just add it to taste. It might be 50 pounds a pot, it might be 60 pounds.
While the apples are cooking, there are a lot of other activities going on at the Apple Festival to enjoy. Most of them are things that you'd see being done back in the pioneer days. That was Basil Westcott's idea.
This is a draw horse, and I went out in the woods and cut a tree and just hewed it out by hand, you know, and made that. And this is called a draw knife.
Basil will show you how to make just about anything with wood. And what's really neat about this festival is that everybody can get involved in something. Like this man who's just learned how to make a bench from a log.
I'll teach you how to be a blacksmith apprentice, okay? But you can't you can't be listening to them earphones. Okay, well, you got to take my ear so you can hear me real good, okay, now.
And these boys and girls who are helping a blacksmith make a nail. Basil says seeing the surprise and excitement in the kids' faces makes it well worth all of the effort to bring all of these activities to one place.
So many people, they come by and they say, well, what's this? I've never seen this. Now, what is this? What is this? Well, see, our ancestors, they lived by their own things that they made. That's the only way they had of getting anything, you know, when our pioneers came through. And so they had to make everything. And over the years, people have forgotten it. And, you know, if we don't keep this alive in some way, our young people, they will never know anything about it except what they read in a book.
Visitors can also enjoy antique cars and trucks, Civil War actors, a good old-fashioned hayride, arts and crafts, and some tasty barbecue. Something for everyone, yes indeed, but still the focus here is apple butter, a spread that doesn't even have any butter in it. It gets its name because of its creamy and smooth texture, just like butter. But regardless of its ingredients, apple butter has proven to be the recipe for success for the members of Crossroads Church in White Bluff.
People buys it, they'll give it to someone as gifts for Christmas and this and that, and they say, hey, we want some of that apple butter. So it keeps growing, and actually we could make 3 times what we do and actually sell it, you know. And so it's been shipped different places, you know, and people give it as gifts, and everybody seems to like it.
It's delicious.